You are scrolling, consuming, doing affirmations, reading the books, probably you know, doing tarot cards, all of the things to try to manifest what it is that you desire, but your love story hasn't shown up, the money hasn't shown up, not in the big way that you know that you're meant to experience these things. You look around at your friends or coworkers, even people that are in the same sphere as you, having their dreams come true, having the income goals, having better luck with love. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what is it about me that is preventing me from receiving my desires? I don't know that you probably would believe this out loud, but like, am I not good enough? Am I not doing this right? Because your whole life you've spent, if I want something, I get it. If I want something, I work for it. If I want something, I follow the rules and am rewarded for it. And when you start to manifest and play in co-creation in a new way and in a much bigger way, the old ways don't work. The rules and the directions that you've been given will not work anymore. And it will feel frustrating. It will feel defeating. And all of this will just continue to grow and grow and grow like a snowball rolling down a hill until you stop trying to get your desires. So, a big piece of what is happening is you're in a place of outsourcing your power, of outsourcing your knowing, of outsourcing the roadmap. Because the truth is there isn't an actual roadmap. Not for you, not for people like you. Once you get to this stage of existence, the ways that even other people are, quote unquote, doing the work or manifesting or receiving, it's just not going to work for you anymore because you're being called into a higher level of existence. You are being called to deepen into who you actually are at a core level. And it will become more and more difficult to manifest, to create, to receive in bigger and bigger ways because you're not supposed to be doing that anymore. So, what I have found with myself and with my clients over and over and over again is once you get to this place of like, I understand manifestation, I understand co creation, like I call things in, I'm having good experiences, but I still feel like there's more. I still feel like I'm meant to be doing bigger and more things, but it's not happening. It's like, this is where we need to take a pause. This is where the work becomes less of listening to what everybody else says, even me, and going deeper and deeper within your own knowing, utilizing your intuition in ways that can feel terrifying. The fact is, I'm like hesitating to say it like this, but the fact is that if manifestation, if receiving kept working the way that it was, you would stay small. You would stay in the paradigm of smallness. I mean, that's all I can see. It's just like, and it's not that you're small now, it's in comparison to where you're going and where you're meant to be and where your soul longs to be. It is minuscule. And in order to become fully in your bigness, you have to do things differently. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition. You have to be willing to take the steps terrified. You have to be willing to feel the fear and do it anyways. Because at this point, it is terrifying. It is scary. It is scary to trust your intuition. It is scary to feel the nudge to leave the job. It is scary to feel the nudge to open yourself up in new ways. It is terrifying. And when you get to this place of learning to trust your intuition, that comes with it, harnessing your fear and learning to walk through the fire to get to the other side. They're like, quantum leaping, like people talk about quantum leaping, like it, and it's not that that's not real or that's not what you're doing. It just doesn't feel that easy anymore. Because it's not, because the point is your growth. The point is, and I'm hearing like it's the journey, not the destination. And that's the point, right? Like that's what we're here for. That's why you're on this journey, is because you're meant to expand and grow into the person that has the bigness, the fullness, you know, the healthy relationship, the steady income, the safety and security, the bliss that comes from expanding into your greatness. And it starts with moments where you're like, I feel like I'm supposed to do this. Okay, so what they're showing is like, so I read in this book that in order to manifest, I need to do X, Y, and Z. But you just have this feeling that that is not right. For me, when I first leaned into this in a big way, it felt like dread. It felt like the way that my brain knew to walk the path. It felt like if I have to do this even one more second, I would rather give up on everything because I just like it is repulsive. But there's no reason for it. It just was this heavy sense of dread. Like, I can't do this anymore. And this happens to a lot of my clients where it might not be that dread feeling, but it's this just this feeling of this is not right. And this is where you enter into a clash of my brain is telling me one thing and my body is telling me another, and my brain is what's kept me alive. I mean, obviously your body has, but you know, your brain is what has helped you survive and learn coping mechanisms and learned to deal with being dysregulated and all of the things. And so it can feel almost like a betrayal of your brain, of yourself, right? Like we tend to think that our brains are us. It's our consciousness. It's, you know, the humanness of us. And when you learn to connect the two, your body and your brain, and move from this sacred connection, magic happens. Like magic happens. You're not doing more. You're not performing. You're being the version of you that has the bigness. You're being the version of you that sees the opportunities and feels the fear and walks anyways and receives in bigger ways. Because when you connect those, you're able to hold all of it. It's terrifying. Like it's true. It's, I don't want to keep saying this. I don't want to like put it out there, but for every single one of my clients, there's this moment of everything in me is telling me this is the path, and my brain is begging me not to take this path. And learning to hold yourself in the uncomfortableness of taking the step, taking the baby step. It could be like a minuscule inch forward, and it's enough because it's just movement. It's keeping going. And then you get like the sensation in your body of whoop, slow down, or oh, turn left. Oh, turn right. It sounds simple because it is, but it's not easy. It's not easy because there's so much fear that comes up with following your intuition, because when you follow your intuition, I was going to say almost always, but oftentimes that looks like going against the grain. That looks like going against the way that you as a logical being would do the thing. And it takes bravery, but you're worth it. You're worth the risk. You're worth potentially walking through the fire of your own past to become the next version of yourself. And I invite you to spend time asking yourself, what do I already know? What do I know? They're showing like journaling, like if you have a desire for a healthy relationship, what do I know? It's like, well, I know that I'm scared, or I know that the people that I meet are not partner material, right? And then it's like, okay, what else do I know? I know that I'm worthy of love, or I know that I'm not going to meet my person on a dating app. And it's like, whoa, where did that come from? And that might go against like what you see around you. You know, everybody's on dating apps. Like, how else am I going to meet my person? It's these little like truth bombs. I don't love that term either, but it's like this truth that just bubbles out up into your awareness. And then you start to like, okay, fine, and I actually had a client, a couple clients actually, where that was the thing. It was like your partner is not on the dating apps. And this is the beauty of being in a container with me, is because I can see these things for you and help you distinguish between what's fear and what's your intuition speaking to you. But anyways, her journey was get off the dating apps because your person is not on the dating apps. And it's like counterintuitive. It goes against what she had told herself to be true about how you have to date in this, time. And it's interesting because then she was able to free up space and time that she was talking to people that are not right for her. And she, I don't like go into all of it, but like she was able to spend more time on her hobbies. And that was actually how she met her current partner, was like doing the things that light her up. That's not to say that that's true for everybody, but it's so individualized. And when you are able to not only hear the knowing and hear the path forward, you're able to hold yourself in the fear and take the steps. And it does become easier, but it's never going to be without fear. It's never going to be, I mean, in my experience, it's never going to be without fear. It's scary because you're being a new version of you, but it doesn't have to be fear that holds you back. It gets to be fear that you turn into excitement. It gets to be the stepping stone of shit. Like, I'm really doing this. I'm really her. I'm really her now. Another question that you can ask yourself is, what would I do if I fully trusted myself? What would I do if I fully trusted myself? What would I do if I knew that I was guaranteed to receive the thing that I want? Would I be willing to risk rejection? Would I be willing to like pitch myself to potential clients? Would I be willing to show up differently? And it's like almost always, I'm like, if I knew that the thing that I desired was guaranteed, would I do these things? It's like, fuck yeah, I would. Because when I'm the version of me that has the thing, I don't care. I don't care about the people that rejected me, or, the potential clients that didn't work with me. What I care about is the people that did, the person that is my partner, that was able to see me and step in because I was willing to risk. Who are you being? Are you being the person that has the thing, or are you being the person that wishes that they could have? Because if you're being the person that wishes that they could have, or that is still working for it, you don't have it. And that just solidifies the not having, the scarcity, the lack. So again, what would I do if I fully trusted myself? And then it's like, do I dare trust myself? Do I dare? Like, and if the answer is no, you probably aren't still watching this video. But if the answer is yes, it's like, do it. The more that you do it, the easier it becomes to walk through the fire. The easier it becomes to face the fear and be like, this is the way. This is the way. Get your journal out. What do I already know to be true? What do I wish was true? Oftentimes that's where like the gold is. Like, I wish it was easier. I wish, I could walk into a room and be my full self. It's like, so do that, right? What would I do if I fully trusted myself? Who would I be if I fully trusted myself? What would I have if I fully trusted myself? And it's like, you don't have to ask yourself this 10 times a day, every day, but like once a week, tap back in, feel into it. Who would I be if I had the relationship? Who would I be if I had the income that I desire? And I'd love you to put in the comments, what is your intuition nudging you towards? What is something that your intuition is telling you to give up? Here's a simple example. Years and years ago, one of the things that came up for me was I just felt like I needed to stop watching reality TV. That was a way that I felt, I can't believe I'm saying this. That was a way that I felt connected to people, because like we would talk about it. Like, did you see what happened? And this person did this and this and this. And it was like, it was feeding into the addiction to drama and like the safety that comes with that. But like that was a way that I was receiving community as well. And so when I felt the call, it was like, it felt like a parent was being like, no more trash TV, right? And I resisted it for like 4 months. And when I finally let it go, amazing things started to happen. I was able to, funnily enough, I was able to deepen into my intuition. I was able to hear myself. I was able to see a new version of myself emerging. And it completely changed my life, completely changed my life. And it was something so simple as stop watching the show one time a week, right? Like, but it did, it changed everything. And so I'd love to hear in the comments, like, what is it that you know that you're being nudged to do, to receive, to walk away from, and witness the bravery and even just acknowledging that. And if you are looking for more support in becoming the highest version of yourself, the one that gets what she wants or he, the one that isn't afraid of your own bigness and your own power and is ready to reclaim all the aspects of yourself in order to live the life that you really fucking desire and quite honestly that you deserve.